I guess you can fear him now with Dark Willow, the Terrorize. Also fearing the Monkey
true.
King. It's like just some good area control in general. Does run into some
10
laning
seconds
concerns, the Dark Willow, just because of how long the cooldowns are on all
5
those
seconds
abilities.
remaining.
But we'll see how this goes. Is there any draft that you're liking more? Both of these look so weird from the major. Watching those games, very different style of play. It feels like.
The only hero that stands out, pretty much every single hero was picked a lot, is Silencer. But
Right.
it's Puppy. He
OGs
loved the hero when
time to
hero
go.
was extremely weak, and he made it work. I remember him getting Helm of the Dominator, Phase Boots, when basically no one was playing that hero, and people started to realize how strong it actually is. And now we have a Puck, so nothing that can keep Puck in place besides Batrider
10
ulti. Really,
seconds remaining.
really hard game for OG, at least with these 3 heroes
5
against
seconds
Puck.
remaining.
Okay.
They need to pick some kind of a control.
For OG to be able to keep him locked down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Batrider's not necessarily the
Team
greatest
Secret, turn
phase
to
shift
battle.
away from a lot of stuff, but they're gonna go back for it.
All
The
right,
Ana Spectre.
TI winners are back with their Spectre pick. They're gonna save the last hero for them for mid probably, and it's hard because they can go for
10
Dragonite, but then you're
seconds
playing Dragonite into Monkey King, Tidehunter,
5
which is
seconds remaining.
never good. It depends. They can swap the lanes however they want on side of Team Secret. I just think they need reliable stun against Puck.
I mean, could they even try and do like the Batrider against the Monkey King mid if that's where they wanted to run him? I mean, I guess that there's a lot of different ways.
They could, yeah, but at one point you need to stop swapping.
Right.
OGs
You
turn
can't.
to
This is
battle.
not Eternal Envy, one of those games where he kept swapping for almost 10 minutes. I think it surpassed the 10-minute mark.
That was awful.
Okay.
Such
Yeah.
a bad
So this is what I was talking about. Something that can keep Tidehunter from using the Ravage. Doom is gone.
Okay. Makes sense. Still
seconds
Disruptor, Enigma. I don't think
Enigma's
Disruptor could fit
gone.
in this. Oh
5
yeah,
seconds
he's gone too.
remaining.
There's Faceless Void, but it doesn't have anything
OGs turn
anything
to
good.
Yeah, Ravage is getting off this game, it feels like. I guess hypothetically you could like just lasso him and try and not do damage to the Tidehunter, but with Spectre Haunt and stuff, it's gonna do enough that it'll crack proc and the Kraken shit,
All
I
right,
should say.
this is a good pickup. This is a Thompson classic. They needed a hero. It's not the same concept that they need to lock down Puck, but he pressures the Puck in the lane, he pressures the tower, and takes away a lot of attention from the Spectre. And Spectre is your win condition.
Yeah, I will say I get a little bit worried for OG's draft if Secret get out a little bit ahead.
5
Like,
seconds
I'm
remaining.
thinking about this Pugna just getting jumped on in the mid game and like Global Silence following it up. If Abba doesn't have something to remove that Global Silence, this is going to be a pretty quick exploding skeleton, man.
I love what Team Secret has right now. They have good ways of initiating the fights. Monkey King with Boundless Strike from the trees. Tidehunter at one point, he's going to get a Blink Dagger. Puck with the Blink Dagger with the Global Silence follow-up. It's extremely well. Also, Silencer is great against Spectre. Once she uses the Haunt, you just pop it. She can't blink.
Yeah. Yeah, could be really nice. Well, we'll see how it ends up going. Last pick coming out from Team Secret, and it's going to be a Juggernaut. So a little bit of that invulnerability for Mr. Nisha, who has so often just been this carry that Team Secret can rely upon. But going against the Spectre, it's maybe a little bit concerning if it does get to that late game scenario. That's going to be OG's way to play.
The thing is, Juggernaut last pick against Pugna's Decrypify. You also have a Batrider Lasso, which goes through Magic Immunity. So Juggernaut can do the things that he likes, just a split push on the other side of the map without being threatened.
All right, let's switch over to my Discord server real quickly as we get ready to hop into this game number 1. Team Secret facing off against OG. Me, oh my, oh man, I cannot wait for this freaking game. It's going to be really awesome. You know, you've got all the things that you could possibly want, and it's going to be a Yapzor Tidehunter. Zai playing on the puck, mid 1 Monkey King, and you called it the Puppy Silencer. Could it be anybody else? Makes sense. How you feeling, Lacoste?
I'm feeling good. I just had to mute my mic for a second, click the unmute button, but it didn't work. So I was talking about the Tidehunter. Tidehunter as position 4, it can work. I think in this current meta, you can get away with the really greedy position 4s.
Yeah. It also feels like that hero, well, he does like to get more farm nowadays. I feel like we've been seeing more and more of like those funky Vlad's Deso builds every now and then, even on the Tidehunter.
You can build whatever.
Exactly.
On position 4, you need a Spirit Vessel, you need a mech, you need a Force Staff. You can basically build whatever your team needs.
Totally. That's where it needs to be. So we'll see these heroes moving out across the map.
Oh, the sound is really bad right now. It's robotic, it's interrupting. Maybe we should
I'll give you a call
just
again.
join the call, or we can go back to Skype, huh?
No, we're never doing that. I just left the call. I'm done with him. As soon as he says that, I'm out of here. See you later, nerd. I just muted you in the middle of you talking because you said Skype. That's what happened there.
Yeah, we don't say that word. Ventrilo, Skype,
No,
TeamSpeak. Teams still use TeamSpeak.
Oh, look at this, Ana. You got the rare Spectre, the red. Oh, it's so spooky. We'll have to just watch because Abaddon is going to be throwing out those miscoils consistently. And already getting the pressure on.
Seconds to battle.
Pushing into Zai whenever possible. Look at him. He's just ready. Although Yapzor here with the Gush needs to be a little bit careful, so No Tail is going to back out.
You know what I want to see from this Tidehunter?
What's that?
Aghanim Scepter. That's the build. That
Oh.
fits Yapzor. Like, I love his lion with brown boots Aghanim Scepter build.
Man, look at this Spectre set. We know what Ana spent his money on from TI. Holy crap. Look at this thing. He's got the relic. He's got the extra little set as well. He picks up the bounty rune and still getting more money. He's out of here.
Click on the magnifying glass. These are all gifts.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah, shout out to my boy Sproink for gifting it to Ana
Sproink.
and Sigma 10.
Thanks for carry. Wait, isn't Sproink, isn't that one of them?
Could be.
Sproink, yeah, Sproink is No Tail. He gifted him the set and said thanks for carry. That's great. Oh, I love that. He's almost about to die just because he keeps on miscoiling off cooldown, and he is gonna just deny himself and keeps on healing up the Spectre. This is the new game plan. This is how you play Dota now, guys. You literally can't stop him from healing. He just does it over and over again. He's gonna keep killing himself. Well, we'll see how that goes. Mid lane, mid 1 versus Seb, and it is gonna be that matchup that we were talking about, Bat Rider against Monkey King.
Definitely Monkey King is going to have a hard time in this lane. Look at the amount of creeps that is pushing in tier 1 towers. Seb has Firefly, but only one sticky charge.
God, is No Tail gonna kill himself again? That's the real question I have here. We missed First Blood where it is down bottom.
Oh, you
Seb,
missed First
what's
Blood.
up going? Tell me what happened, man.
He died. I'm just kidding. I didn't see it either. I was listening what you were saying and following that part of the map.
That's fair.
So, this is the dream. Silencer with 2 extra stolen intelligence level 1.
It's tasty. Tasty, tasty. Has Arcane Curse early on.
The thing is, this Pugna's Decrypify is not gonna be good in lane like this. You're playing against Chug, you're playing against Silencer.
Yeah, it's just gonna do more damage to himself if he ends up getting spun on by Nisha.
Yeah. Also, the thing about Silencer is you don't just lose intelligence, especially on intelligence heroes. You lose damage.
Yeah.
You lose spell amp. It's all these little things that add up.
Jerax. Let's going to be forced back again by Puppy. As both Arcane Curse, as well as the last word there. And Ana, God, taking a lot of damage here, but they have another round of Mist Coil, and the Aphotic Shield needs to live through it here, and it looks like he is for the moment. And Aphotic Shield turning on to Zai, seeing if he can live through this, but this might be too much. Had stick charges, didn't use them. Uh-oh. Zai finds the kill.
Anyway, there's no reason to use it like that because you're gonna just waste them and you're still gonna die. It's even worse if you don't die and you can't use the courier to heal up. So sometimes it's just better to die because he just regened up, came back to a lane full HP.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point. Oh, Yapzor needs to be careful there, buddy. Ana's on top of him, finding the kill though. It's gonna be Ana going down, a second death in just a couple of seconds.
Bad. This is really bad. He needs to walk back to a lane right now.
Yeah. I mean, in mid, it's going really well. You can see that Seb has been able to completely zone out the Monkey King. Monkey King still managing to get 10 CS, but it's the pressure onto the tier 1 tower completely zoning him out.
Of course, he has a stronger lane, Batrider for himself, but Monkey King is getting levels. He's level 4.5, which is not too bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at this. Ana's walking back to lane, level 3, no boots. This is terrible. Oh, look at the No-Tail brings the creep wave partway to him. He's like, all right, I'll help you out, buddy. We'll get you there a little bit quicker.
Stay healthy,
Good play by Zai to be able to find those couple of kills there with a little bit of an overextension by OG in the top lane. How about bottom? How's this lane been going so far for Mr. Nisha? Has he had an okay time, it looks like?
Does he have any items? Alright, he has some raid bands and magic wand. I was wondering where his farm is. Pugna, the crypt. Yeah, but he has a Tango running. He needs to eat another one. Actually, he's gonna die.
Oh! It goes down.
That's level 2 Arcane Curse, and the Silencer still got the intelligence from that.
Yeah, that's big.
So already 4 stolen from Pugna.
Man. And Jarex, you gotta be careful too. He's taking a lot of damage here. Does have a salve, obviously, but will be forced back yet again. Top lane, I think, has gone very well for this combo of the Tidehunter and the Puck. Zai right now, 25-5, and almost able to get the pressure on. And No-Tail here as well gets the silence out and trying to find the kill. Can he deny himself? Yes, he will. And Ana trying to chase down Zai, but he has a bottle and we'll be able to pick up this bounty rune off the back of it.
Kill. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 bounties.
Oh,
actually,
mid one.
Five runes.
Dodges the damage, but it's not quite enough. And Jarex now also taking some harassment. Puppy rotated mid, so they're able to get away with 1 kill. Zai wanting to finish off Seb here, misses uphill, and does have another orb in 4 seconds, but already Seb is gonna be at that shrine. And we'll see if Zai can be able to force it out and do some more damage. Nope, just gonna jump back to this lane.
Yapzor with the full aggressive build, 202, mid 1.
He's up there.
Hard kill to get. Usually this is what Thompson does when he's playing a Monkey King and he does not have a good laning stage. He dies, not on purpose though, and he TPs on the side lane and grabs a kill or 2 and goes back to the mid lane.
Yeah. 2,000 gold lead already for Team Secret, 4-2, 6 minutes in. And, I mean, there is still this whole factor of the Spectre lineup and being behind early, where you're sort of used to it.
In the bottom lane.
You're expecting it. He's going to die again. Man, that's not what you're expecting, though. And I can't help but feel like this Pugna's just going to be food all game long.
He does not have a good laning stage. As I already mentioned, you're playing against Silencer and Juggernaut, and the top lane, Monkey King, he's still there, so 2 kills. That's how you play it. Like, Batrider was dominating his lane, and he realizes that he can't do anything, so he's just playing the side lane.
Yeah.
Batrider is jungling right now.
Interesting. Yeah, he's going to try and get this stack up here and see if he can clear through it. Wants to go into the Boots of Travel. Meanwhile, up here in the bottom lane, Nisha chasing down Thompson, tries to juke through the trees. Nisha has him in the sight still. And they have the Silencer in position, so Puppy is going to get a little bit of a taste of this intelligence. Up to +8 now, although they are bringing in more heroes, and the Cursed Crown is going to connect, it looks like. Nisha seeing if he can buy a little bit of space for Puppy, but Doesn't even need to. There's no kill potential on these supports. Like, Jerax and No-Tail just don't do anything right now.
Batrider is level 6, so they have Lasso. Maybe they should play around it. Spectre's still not level 6. Once she hits that haunt, they can try to outnumber them, but it's a long way. She's actually level 5 after this creep.
And not a great time for the Spectre, for sure. Jerax is going to rotate towards the mid lane, but Zai is kind of an impossibility for a kill here. Got so much stats on this puck early on. Has the treads as well as wand and a crown. See if he goes for that Atos build, maybe. Could go for some other more team fight oriented things. I mean, if you're Secret right now, you've got out to this great lead, 3,000 gold. How do you kind of put the clamps on it? What do you need to do to try and continue to control the game?
They have level 6 on puck. Tidehunter soon to be level 6. They can just keep playing the lanes like this, grab a kill, repeat. They don't have to basically rush anything. They don't have the best sieging potential unless they use a healing ward, so I don't expect tier 1 towers to fall bottom lane again.
On top of him, Thompson getting healed back up. Does have the decrep afterwards and the TP away. That does reveal that, hey, No-Tail's still in the area, and he does have a TP, but not sure if he's going to be able to quite make it. Can go for the deny play if he wants to, but Omni Slash doesn't quite get off in time. So Nisha gets the kill and another +2 for the silencer.
Yeah, I don't think he had the window, actually, to deny himself.
Yeah.
10 intelligence stolen, 9 minutes in the dream, man. And he's going to hit level 6 right now.
Interesting.
Global Silence really costly. It was 250 mana before, now it's 300 level 1. So that's kind of bad thing.
Definitely. 4,000 gold lead. Go for the spin immediately afterwards. Thompson not really anticipating this rotation, moving into position, and well, he does go for the decrep, but immediately going to get the silence afterwards, and one more hit from Yapsor. Nisha gets the kill.
Pagana is a hero that has the highest intelligence gain in the game, but even Pagana can't afford to lose 10 intelligence in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, and more so than that, it's just like dying over and over again. He's not getting the items that he needs to stay survivable, and Abba in the later stages is going to need something to break the global silence so he can be that save engine. Right now he has a branch. Like, No-Tail is broke as a joke. This is so difficult, and even with him just staying in his lane, they can't do anything. He walks back in, and he's just about to die again, it feels like. He should think about chasing it.
Target to Abaddon.
Well, No-Tail.
Doesn't matter if he denies himself, he still gets the intelligence. 14 intelligence, man. You know what we need? We need the stolen intelligence on the heroes. Okay, the lost intelligence.
Yeah, I'm with
Rider.
Well, global used, and that's going to stop the pressure. They did kill off Zai in the mid lane while it was happening, so that's a pretty big win for OG in that fashion. One of the highest net worth heroes in the game at this point. So able to get that kill on Jerax, definitely what you want. And now they are also going to have Spectre level 7. Does not have Haunt leveled up yet. Stick charges are here also, so Ana should live through this. But it looks like they're going to stop the pressure here as everybody else moves into the position from Secret to defend mid.
Yeah, look at the build on Ana. 2 raid bands, magic wand, a lot of survivability on top of Soul Ring. This is the item that you don't usually see on the hero because she's struggling right now. And
Jesus,
man, what is Feedson doing on bottom? He needs to swap lane. There's really no point of him getting back there and just feeding away kills.
Yeah, this has been disgusting. He just keeps on... We talked about it in the draft that this is something that could happen. I mean, is there any thought to the idea that he's like just trying to make space for Ana? Because Ana has been able to catch up a little bit at least, or is this just... I don't know. I'm trying to find the good part to this, but I'm not finding much.
I can't. I just can't. I mean, you can think about it. He's buying time for Spectre, but Spectre's not farming that much. I was talking about the Soul Ring, which gives her extra HP regen so she can farm the jungle, some even more survivability, and extra mana so she can use the Spectral Dagger.
Right.
No pickoffs yet. But we can have the dream number again in this game. 22-3.
Is under attack.
We just need the prey.
Everybody out there, get your prayers on. Although I think that probably some of the OG fans are hoping that that's not going to happen. As we do have Zai moving into position, and with that haste turn, finds himself a tasty little Seb the bird
Radiant's
flying on his
middle
owl.
tower is under
This looks
attack.
like he's going to be able to walk away from them for the moment. Does Firefly last long enough? He's going to be stuck here on the low ground actually in a second, so Seb can't get up to the high ground. And Thompson now completely left alone. Yamster does have Ravage if he wants to use it. Looks like they're going to take down the Pugna Ward first, though. Now the chase coming for more. Mid one calls off the recharge. So just Jarek's going down there. Still Silencer, 18 int stolen. I mean, this is going to start being a problem for, like, Abba just having enough mana to cast his spells. He's got 399 mana now.
That's not even 400 mana.
That's true.
Damn. It really costs you when you're dying near the silencer. You can think about, it's a stupid concept, but losing every single point of mana, especially on the heroes that really rely on casting the spells in a team.
Yeah. Well, and Thompson
On the
right
bottom
now.
lane, you have a Juggernaut, level 9, the biggest winner in this game, has drums, is building towards Yasha right.
And he is going to try and get some pressure on, but the TPs are moving into position, and mid one is going to stop Seb from chasing. Mid one was hanging around, seeing if he could bait the Pugna into a bad position, but you can see Thompson is staying on his own side of the river now. Although, well, as I say that, oh god, Thompson, what are you doing, buddy? What's happening? This ain't right. Yapster drops the Ravage. Actually, they don't decide to chase anymore. Okay. Ravage used. This is pretty good for OG. Although, as I say that, they drop the coil, and now the turnaround coming, Puppy! He's here for your int! Get away! Everybody trying to run, trying to hide. The spin is there, and it is eventually going to be a kill onto Jarek's. Mid one finds the big stun onto Seb, and the Omni Slash chase forward, trying to take down this Bat Rider, gets up onto the high ground and hits him from the low ground. Nisha stuck in the trees, but it's no problem for this Juggernaut.
Man, it looked like a really bad Ravage. It actually was. But then Puck came in with your Kane rune, and he's gonna have a Dream Coil in 15 seconds. OG wanted to try something happen after that Ravage because they felt like it didn't do anything, and it backfired because Puck just... And he has a Blink Dagger right now, so another ulti, another initiation soon. Scan is gonna connect to runes. It's gonna be 4 bounties. For Team Secret.
Whew, man, this is really rough for OG. I mean, every avenue that they would normally have to try and get back into this game has not worked for them yet. You can see they're just trying to buy whatever time that they can. Jarek's farming out Ancients with or rather, the hard camps with his ulti. You got Spectre trying to get towards the Radiance, but it's gonna be a while.
Yeah, we should try reconnecting our call because you sound robotic again.
Okay, well, in the meantime, before we do that, looks like they found Seb. The coil cracks, and he also will go down. Haunt was used there as well as they try and chase forward and actually going to be able to find themselves the kill on the Puppy. That's huge. Ana gets a nice chunk of change for that, but he might end up paying for it as the chase is coming, and Ana eventually going to get ran down. Maybe the mist coil, maybe the aphotic shield, maybe enough to keep Ana alive, but no, it looks like they eventually will run this. Spectre, are you kidding me? Ana, he gets out of there. No, but he is eventually going to get brought down. That was the Monkey King putting the finishing touch on it, and now Jarek just tries to drop down the Bramble Maze and run away.
Man, Team Secret playing so well, playing so aggressive. OG try to make something happen. If Spectre didn't die there, it would be worth it. Also, he killed the Silencer, got 400 gold from that kill.
Yeah. Well, that's great for them, but then obviously losing his life afterwards, that's the sort of tough part about it. All right, let's do a recall real quick. I'm gonna give you a quick little call. All right. Start voice call, beautiful. As Nisha gets the pressure on to this tier 1 tower in the top lane. Level 12 has the healing ward down as well, but bottom lane is where they're going in, and they want to try and take down Seb yet again. You can look at Ana here. Just stays around for one more creep, but doesn't look like they're going to be able to punish that little bit of greed from Ana. So we'll head back halfway towards the relic. roughly.
Look at Yapsor. He comes to a bottom lane, uses Anchor Smash, stealing the farm from his carry player, mid player, whatever we want to call him in this game, and he's building towards Lotus Orb. Lotus Orb is going to do amazing against the Batrider, against the Pagna, also against the Cursed Crown. And Thompson with another death. He died 8 times in this game. 0-8-1.
Dire's bottom tower is
Yeah.
under attack.
I mean, and again, that was the last pick for OG. I guess, to me, the thing that really stands out was I saw that Pugna pick and I was like, all right, there's the potential that he dies a lot. I guess their thought was that if they're able to get out to a lead in the laning stage, then he's going to be that engine that allows them to just like run from lane to lane to lane and get towers. But if you fall behind, it just completely falls apart.
I mean, considering that Monkey King was mid, they could have just easily put him on a mid lane because he does well against Monkey. You can always use the Cripify to counter his right clicks, and you deny a lot of farm with it. Also, once you hit level 6, there's a lot of kill potential.
Yeah. Lane break pushback. It's not looking like it's quite going to be enough, though, and the Omni Slash is out. They don't have a decrep Seb. Chase down. They do have a spin if they wanted to use it in 2 seconds, but it looks like already everybody else is away. And so OG is going to back out and be able to do it safely. But yeah, Puppy 26 intelligence stolen at 18 minutes.
But he doesn't have a single
Oh
item.
no,
Like,
oh no,
he's running
Ravage,
around
the turnaround,
all over
the catch here on it, trying to live through it, the stick, able to do it, but they don't have the global quite yet. They did not decide to use it, and so Ana is going to be able to live. They had about a second left when they went for that initiation before the global was back up. And now if they overstay their welcome, OG looking to try and make a turnaround come, but they have the global now used and seeing if they can take down Thompson. 5 heroes just running at him, and Thompson, sensing the irony of the situation, is just going to laugh his way to the grave.
I mean, it's 12,000 net worth lead for Team Secret. They're gonna take this tier 2 tower. OG realizes they can't really defend it, but it's still not over. If they overextend, if Spectre gets the Radiance in the next couple of minutes, they get one good team fight. It's Spectre, and they can come back into this game. You can see Jerax just trying to split push,
Yeah.
cut the waves.
In the meantime, Seb finds Puppy, but who's finding who here? He's going to try and TP out. Does go down. So Seb manages to get the kill, and now maybe that overextension you were talking about. They do have Ravage back up in 80 seconds, but Yapsor able to be that big meat shield in front of the Juggernaut. And now the Flame Break to be able to get the pushback. Yapsor looks like he might be feeding away his life as well, as they do have the Tide Hunter caught and killed off. So
They
another
picked
big
up
kill.
the bounty runes. Yeah, he was 100 gold short, but they picked up 2 bounties, and he had enough just to buy a plate mail in the side shop, so no gold lost.
Okay. Well, Ana's getting closer to that relic. I mean, how much does the Spectre Radiance change things in this game for OG? Is it the type of thing where you can immediately start taking fights afterwards?
Not necessarily. Like, I think they have with Spectre, you always have a secured late game,
Right.
but it's not gonna be that easy. You have Monkey King, Juggernaut, Puck, who's extremely farmed as well, and basically it's a lineup with one core, because this Pugna is not gonna scale.
Oh, a little bit of retribution there. They use everything, and Ana able to get the kill onto Puppy. Nisha, meanwhile, shows up. Yapsor there as well. Decides to use the Omni Slash now onto Seb, and the turnaround is going to be there. Pulls the aggro over to the creeps with the Omni, but not enough to make the difference. Thompson also looking like he's going to die, and wisely, Ana said he did not want to be there anymore. They dropped the Ravage to find the kill onto Thompson, but Darkwell is still able to get out. Meanwhile, top lane, Monkey King able to find himself Ana, and the poor old Spectre, actually, maybe he's going to be able to turn this back around. He's going in on this. I don't know. Can they actually find this kill? Ana has 7 sick charges.
7 sick charges, yep.
But goes over to the shrine instead. And Monkey King now showing up, but they don't have vision of him. Mid one drops the Wukong Summit with the global, but that's not going to work. So both big ultimates
2 big
used.
ultis. Yep.
Dire's bottom
They still don't have the
tower is under
Radiance. If they
attack.
had the Radiance and the Haunt, they would have tried to seek a fight right now, but they want to delay the game as much as possible. This is going to be the second tier 2 tower on the mid. It's tough for OG, but they can still come back into this game.
Yeah, this doesn't feel
It's
like...
not looking good, exactly. Like, it's one of those games where they can make a comeback because it's a Spectre.
Right. Let's take a look at the Dota 2 win probability. They're putting it at 97%. So there is still a 3% chance there, according to Dota Plus. And of course, getting this Radiance is going to be a big win for them, as it is coming out on the Courier right now, but also the Dark Willow is... Oh no, they're sending over the Dark Willow items first, which means that Spectre isn't going to have the Radiance for Haunt. He needs to move over to the Courier immediately, and it looks like they are going to be able to get it now, so... Spectre gets the Radiance done. They have the Yule Scepter done on the Dark Willow. No Tail moving in position. Top's in there as well. They've already found one. That's going to be a dead mid one. This is problematic and a half. Anna moves into position. Does not have Haunt, but it's just going to run forward and try and take down Nisha. Lotus Orb to turn it. Does have Omni Slash back off cooldown in 20 seconds. So a couple big ultimates going to be done there in a second as Topson takes out that healing ward, but will not be initiated upon. So no Monkey King for 30. What can they do in this timing? They stop the Rosh at least.
Just farm. They have Boots of Travel on Batrider, Spectre with the Radiance. Haunt is going to be online soon. They want to delay this as long as they can. Also, Pugna's going to need to play a different game. Like, he is not core anymore. You could think of Pugna as a support right now. Just use the Cripify on a target that he uses Omni Slash on. He's also going to need to have an item. Probably, I would go for Lotus Orb after this Glimmer Cape. So you can save people, you can get rid of the global silence, and then you can use the Cripify. It's a great item. It also gives you a lot of survivability, armor against 2 cores, Monkey King and Juggernaut.
Right. Well, it definitely has that same type of feeling that we saw at TI, where it's Ana versus the world. And right now, OG doing everything they can to enable a mid one. Just a little bit out of vision there. That looked funny from our angle, but he was not quite in vision, and they do find the puck. Zai able to get the Lotus Orb to take it off immediately, so now in some trouble is this Dark Willow, able to go into the Shadow Realm, and now the chase forward with the Haunt out as well. Already going to go with the Omni Slash, but not enough to be able to find these kills onto the rest of them. Ravage to turn it. Ana, is he going to live through it all? He's able to get the stick charges off, and now he's living. The decrep, everything comes into position, and they keep Ana alive just ever so slightly. Monkey King is back in the midst of this, but with the decrep, they're still going to be able to slowly run these heroes down. Ana's chasing, does have another dagger in just a second if he can get into range. Anisha gonna be able to find the spin away. But the big win and Secret lose 3.
That's nicely done. This is exactly what they needed. Dota Plus, what do you know? 3%. 3% my ass.
Dude, they're doing it. 18 now. The huge turnaround that comes yet again, a 7,000 gold lead is all that Secret stand on after being so far ahead.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And these Roche fights, ever so often, are just the bane of these teams that are in the lead. And they still haven't been able to secure it. And now you start to wonder, how do you really close out this game? Maybe take advantage of Haunt being down for a while?
Yeah, they don't have the best sieging potential. The one way they can siege is to have either 3 heroes dead inside of OG, and or try to siege with the healing ward, which is not the greatest thing since you're playing against Batrider.
Oh, and they move forward, looking for Topson again, but won't jump on him. I mean, Topson did so much in that last fight. For all the crap that we were giving him for dying so many times earlier, those decreps on the Spectre made all the difference in the world. Ana throws out the dagger. Gonna reveal what's happening in the mid lane now. We find No Tail. He's gonna pop his ultimate already. The 3-person Dream Coil, pretty good, but where's the follow-up? Ravage is not up again for 40 seconds. I don't know if they can take this fight. They need to try and burst down Ana in time, but with all of these heals coming from No Tail, the Aphotic Shield, all of the stick charges, Thompson even, giving him all the regen in the world, this Spectre is not going to die that easily. Has the Radiance, is living through all of this, and Secret's still looking for an answer.
They need to pop the Shrine, because this Pugna is out of mana. Shrine ready in 2 seconds. They can take a fight. 10 seconds for the Haunt, which is going to give them the vision. They need to drag this fight as long as they can, because they don't have enough burst damage. They need to try to isolate the kill. Ideally, it would be a silencer. If Spectre jumps on him and tries to get out, or just force a global silence, and then they take a fight.
They do need to be careful, though, because if the global silence comes out during the haunt, you might not be able to reality to his illusion. And No Tail is going to have his ultimate pop, tries to run away here, but the slowdown is going to come, and so they will lose the ABBA. 35 seconds, no buyback.
That's basically the best kill they can get besides Spectre, even though it sounds stupid because it's only position 5, a Baron, but he does so much in the team by just using constantly a Photic Shield on a Spectre and Miscoil to keep her alive.
Yeah. Well, they do have Global still up. Haunt is available, but it feels like they're going to want to save that for what's looking like it's going to be a high ground offense. Although, we say that, Seb moves into position, Ravage comes out. That Bat Rider's just dead, and looks like Jarex might be following soon afterwards. Last Word is out as well. Ana takes down the tower down bottom, so some more space created. They drop the Dream Coil. Everything used. A Photic Shield takes off the stun from Jarex, but he will get taken down by the silence in the end. And in the meantime, Nisha continues his work, trying to take down Roche. While Spectre got all of the tier 2 tower, and now is going to farm out, looks like the rest of the jungle, although looks like he has to back out afterwards. Tops in Glimmer Cape trying to run. And there's Zai, who finds his man.
Shortest blink in history.
Oof. And they get that.
Even Zai was like, oh, I'm gonna let this guy live. And then Monkey King shows up, uses Boundless Strike just to secure the stun for him.
Have you ever seen a Malk award on a mid player? 0, 12, and 7 and 7. I'm starting to wonder if this
I was
is a
in that
possibility.
game.
You were?
Malk played Venomancer. Yeah, I was in that game, man. I felt.
How did you in the game? Were you like, can you please stop feeding?
Nah, you don't. You completely trusted Jacob. That's the thing.
Okay, fair enough.
You don't question him. He was pretty much the only guy who could control Misery back in both him and Playmate.
Really?
Yeah.
Tough cookie to crack, Mr. Misery. Well, this definitely doesn't have the feeling of a 10,000 net worth lead for Secret. A lot of times when we see that, the game is basically over, with them just constricting the map and destroying their opponents. But in this game, it feels a little bit different.
The only thing that bothers me is that OG has one core, because this Pugna is building all these utility items, but he needs to build them, which means that he's not gonna scale. On the other side, you have a Monkey King, plus extremely far.
Yeah. Well, Inspector now, 30 minutes in, is about to hit that level 20 talent, 500 health, and also building towards a heart. So it does feel like it's sort of that strange scenario of the solo core. Maybe like Jarex can provide a good amount of utility with like all of his spells that he's got and going for that sheep stick. But it's going to be a little bit. More than a little bit.
It's going to take a while. It doesn't even PM talent yet.
Yeah.
Zai.
He's killing those illusions. It's a decent gold. You gotta love it. But yeah, it feels like this Aegis from Secret is not the same type of like completely shut out the game type of Aegis. They're gonna move along this top lane now and see if they can pressure the tower. Still have 2.5 minutes left on it. Well, down bottom, it's just OG trying to wait this out. They have a BKB done on the Bat Rider. Any other big items that have come out recently?
Yeah, Bat Rider only needs Raid Band to complete the full set.
Okay. Fair enough. It is a little bit funky, isn't it? I don't think he's going to get a Wraith Band. I'm not going to lie. All right, smoke up. OG, they reveal themselves with Jarex. The TP coming in from Seb. They have the Wukong's command already down. They missed the Boundless Strike. Ana is in the midst of all of them. They do drop down that global. Have the Manta Style afterwards if they want to use it. Benisha left completely alone. That's Aegis already dead. Do they have another round of this? Seb, he's somehow been able to live through all of this, now pulling the Monkey King away from the rest of his team. Nisha left completely alone. They have the Ravage available if they want to use it, so the back out is coming. They need to get the hell out of here. as the rest of Secret has shown up. Thompson trying to walk away, but will eventually be chased down by Zai, it looks like. As they do have the Force Staff, keeping him alive. Chase forward, finds that kill onto Thompson. And Secret able to claim theirs in the end. Lift up there with the Yule Scepter, and Ana gonna play a little bit of interference, but it is Secret up on the high ground.
I think they just needed to try to stall game, wait until that Aegis is gone, because Juggernaut, he dies. He solo died to Spectre with just using a Manta style.
Right. Yeah, and granted, that does mean that, you know, you use your entire disable to try and take out this Juggernaut as well with the rest of the heroes, but well, now they've been able to hold off the game a little bit longer. The creeps were in a good position because all those Radiance Illusions just dealing the damage over time. Can they stop this push from Secret?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, they can, because they have no sieging potential. They're gonna need to kill 2-3 heroes and then go for Raxus.
Mid one, spots Ana, but they can't do anything. Again, no opening. So it's like another 3,000 gold built up into the lead. Still to plus Saiyan again now. It's sitting a little bit closer, 15% left for OG. Secret still looking in control of the tempo of this game, but it does start to feel like each of these fights is getting tougher. Juggernaut's still staying so farmed though, and they pull back in one. It's on to Yapzor. He does have Ravage available, gonna drop it to try and turn around this fight, but do they have enough follow-up? Seb still living through that, pops the BKB and just runs away. He's living. They already have used the coil, but the Omni Slash is gonna finish him off, but now they don't have anything left for Ana afterwards, and this slow burn down, trying to take them down one by one by one. Ana is just gonna get completely eviscerated. There was no heals that came out, and Thompson wasn't healing up Ana. He was trying to take down Nisha. That was never gonna work. But Thompson does look like he is eventually going to get killed off as well. So 4 die from OG in Secret.
That? They try to go on a Tidehunter who didn't even pop the Ravage in the previous fight. Also, Dark Willow was not in that fight, not a single spell used. This could easily just be a game. Huge mistake done by OG.
Uncharacteristic, but Secret taking full advantage, and now having to use this buyback on the Spectre feels absolutely horrible. And Secret, where are you gonna go now? Wherever they freaking want. Tier 3 gonna be assaulted. They still don't have the Batrider up for 15 seconds, and well, in the meantime, Jarek's just gonna end up dying down bottom. Zai finds that pick off. Can they do anything to turn this back around? Ana, Photic Shield, chase in. Zai's there as well, though. He boots the travel in, and now they have the coil. Now they have the catch. Ana gonna get stunned, but they're just focusing on the buildings for the moment. Okay, chase down, coming for more. They do take down that healing ward, and Seb gonna pull back in this Juggernaut. If they can find this kill, it might start to look a little bit worth it, but I don't know if they have quite enough damage. The heal's coming out, trying to take down, excuse me, that wasn't a heal. It was another attempt to kill off Nisha, which just does not work. And Secret get out again, scot-free. They do this over and over again. OG just
and they try to
cannot
fight
answer.
the Monkey King ulti. That really weird fight there from OG, and they lost mid set of Raxes and tier 3 tower on top. 4 bounty runes are gonna get picked by Secret on top of it.
Yeah, this is looking like it's all their way. What do we have now as far as this 1%? Yeah, it's back up to where it was. We're at 1% now. It feels like Secret have turned that corner, and with Roche possible to respawn in about 30 or so seconds, OG needing to come up with other answers. And right now, that buyback just completely cripples the Spectre.
Yeah, even with that Heart, I don't think Heart is gonna do much.
Yeah.
Because they lack damage. She might survive. They might drag the game. The next item is gonna be crucial if it comes to that, like getting a full fly or maybe getting a basher so they can keep people in place, because right now they lack control. Usually, if you look at lineup like this, they would not. You have Dark Willow, you have Batrider, but in a scenario where they are right now, it's not looking good.
Yeah, it's that hard control that they don't really have for another follow-up after the Batrider, really. Like, maybe you could go for like a lasso into Terrorize, but then you're using 2 ultimates for it. And if you're using those big, long cooldown spells, and then you don't get a kill afterwards, it's going to fall apart really quickly.
Scanning.
Roche, a minute and 5 seconds away just about. And God, Nisha's done such a good job of just staying on par and even ahead of this Spectre consistently. He's had an amazing game.
And it's Nisha. He is the best or top 3 best scary players in the world right now. And he has been it for quite...
Yep. Mid one. Chases forward. Seb forces out another BKB. Heart is done for the Spectre. And Seb going to TP away. They break it with the coil, and that man is dead.
That's your best.
So...
And I feel like Dark Willow basically didn't do anything in this.
Yeah. It's true. Has not really been able to get anything done. No tail. Trying to hide under the Glimmer Cape. Aphotic Shield is there, but he will die too. And it all happens too quickly. The base is going to drop, it looks like. They're going to try and clear out these creep waves mid if they can. Thompson moving over in a position to take them down. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they're also pushing out. So they're just trying to keep creeps out of the base, if at all possible. Thompson goes for another round of it and just hoping to try and clear this out. Needs another Nether Blast here mid, and actually doesn't take him out. So these creeps are going to live, and he is dead. Thompson goes down. The chase forward. Ana with this heart, seeing what he can possibly do, but it's not looking like it's going to be enough. My dog is very upset at the prospects of OG winning this game, because it looks like Secret are just going to be able to continue to stream forward, and, well, Secret are going to back out eventually.
Yeah, what was your dog's name again? It's Luna's Mount, or...
Oh, it's Nova. We have Nova and Kaya.
Noah and Kaya.
That was Kaya barking. Believe it or not, Kaya was named Kaya when we got her, which blew my mind.
Call them Kaya and Yasha, or just rename your dog.
That's
Kaya
probably what
and
I
Sanj.
should. Yeah. Sanj is not a good name for a dog, though. Neither is Yasha, really. Maybe Yasha's okay. I don't know. Uh-oh. Ana, run away, my buddy. They're hiding out behind him, seeing if they can live for the moment, and it does look like Ana is just going to stand brazenly in the river, not afraid of anything.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Yo. Calm down. Who let the dogs out?
I did the mute thing again, so nobody would know. Batrider picks up the gem, and into the Roche pit they go. Secret, taking this one down.
Yeah, that's the second Roche cheese and Aegis on Monkey King and on Jug, still sitting on 0 deaths. They want to close out this game right now. They're probably going to pop Wukong's command and just try to finish off the rack.
Oh, man. And they get a DD down bottom. Are they going to be able to steal this away, though? Does not look like... Oh, my God. They're just gone. No tail. His ultimate's going to be popped there for a second. 35,000 net worth lead. Double kill for Zai, who has had what feels to be pretty much immaculate game. Right now, sitting 15, 2, and 16.
Man, both Thompson and No Tail have 28 deaths combined. What?
Yeah, it ain't good. It ain't great. Oh, run away, my buddy. Are they going to find him? No, doesn't quite. And meanwhile, in the base, Ana just dies. They drop a Ravage. Seb is going to go down. GG's called. That will do it. It's sort of what we were expecting once it got to that point where they were able to force the buyback on the Spectre. And that one fight mid felt like it was the turning point, but really the big thing was just Secret owning the whole time.
Yeah, Secret was always ahead. There was a small window for OG to come back. I don't think they should have taken that fight and try to focus down the Tide Hunter. Maybe if they stalled a little bit more. But the problem is you're basically playing a 3-core lineup against 1-core lineup. It's not looking good.
Yeah, really, really tough stuff. Man, I don't know what you say after that one. Going into game number 2, is there anything you'd really like to see changed?
Yeah, less feeding from OG. That was
That's fair.
Man, that was questionable. Thompson just going back to the bottom lane, dying all over again. I don't know. They need to swap things around. I think Pagana would do way better on a mid lane, especially against hero like a Monkey King, and you would threaten the tower. And what this Batrider didn't achieve that much. That's the problem with the core Batrider, especially the mid Batrider that we see from time to time. Yeah, you're ahead, but you need to kill people to actually be efficient. You want to take away their gold. You want to get extra gold for yourself, because if you're just trading the farm, Monkey King was getting a lot of from that lane, a lot of experience, and Batrider was trying to play aggressive, but with the rotation, they grabbed a kill on him, and suddenly Monkey King is just back into the game. Yeah. All the advantage that you build to that one point is suddenly gone.
Yeah. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have game number 2 up in just a second. Stay tuned. Team Secret facing off against OG. And we're going to be continuing to cast it. Myself, Lyrical, and Lacoste, your 2 casters. See you guys in a few for game number 2.